All right, viewers, welcome to the live stream. I am LeoJ, and as the title states, let's talk about Derrick JAXN. Hold on, let me turn this music down a little bit. Let's talk Derrick JAXN and his situation, him cheating on his wife. So, just checking to see if everything is okay here. It does seem a bit sketchy. So we'll have a guest, relationship coach himself. We will have him on the live stream today. He is the owner of Peace, Love, and Happiness 101. Yes, he will be the guest on this stream today. So I am going to bring him in just a second. Let me get everything ready here so I can see the comments and all. So let me bring him in.
What's going on? What's going on, man?
Hey man, what's up? Welcome to the stream. As I said, viewers, we'll be talking about Derrick JAXN. I don't know if you guys have heard of the situation. He's a relationship coach, just like my guest here. So introduce yourself, man. Like, let people know who you are, what you're about, and all of that.
Of course. Hey, man, first of all, I want to say thank you for having me. We've been talking about that, and man, I know that we've been doing this YouTube thing for a while, and me being here, being, in your video, doing what we do, I really appreciate for having me around. But for the people who don't know me yet, I am also a relationship coach. I give relationship advice, you know what I mean, just like Derrick JAXN. And I know a lot of people been sending me messages asking me if I'm doing the exact same thing that Derrick JAXN is doing. So I'm trying to, keep it a little bit universal. So the channel's name is Peace Love Happiness 101. So from the name by itself, you'll understand that I'm not just talking about just relationship, because relationship is not just a one thing. You know what I mean? That's why I call it peace, love, happiness. You cannot be in a relationship without having all three of those things. So for those of you who don't know me yet, I'm definitely a relationship coach. I give universal advice, and we're gonna basically break that down further down the live session. So it's important that anytime somebody comes to you and call himself a relationship coach, that you really know what this guy is all about. So Peace Love Happiness 101, this is the YouTube channel. If you guys want to check it out, leave a subscribe, check out the videos. I have a lot of things that you probably, wanna teach or learn other people, as far as you watching my videos and me being friends with LeoJ. You already know what I'm all about. So you would even bring me on this channel if you didn't know what type of person I am.
Okay, yeah, because I have seen your content. We've been friends for a while now, and I have checked out your content, and it is something I wanted your opinion on, and that's why I invited you on my channel so we can discuss it. As a relationship coach, what's your take on what happened with um this
Derrick
guy
JAXN.
here, Derrick JAXN? Yeah. So how are you doing, by the way? How are you doing?
Hey man, basically pandemic wise, um, I've been stuck in the house with my wife and my son. It's been
Yeah.
like that since March. I live in Miami, so which means oof, the numbers keep climbing up, especially with everything that just happened with spring break, man. And one day we had 36,000 new cases. I mean,
Oh,
despite the fact that, yeah, because you know, spring break in Miami is always crazy. So you have to really know the area for you to know what to do and what not to do. But everything ended up shutting down. But other than that, we're doing good. We're doing good, man. What about yourself? Everything's good?
it is all right. We're working. Kids are back in school. When they were homeschooling, it was
Okay.
a disaster. But they're back in school now, so thank God. I have to say things are alright. Things are alright.
Okay.
But yeah, um, let's get into some questions about Derrick and his situation. Like, what is your take on the whole situation? Like Derrick and
Okay.
what happened?
This is one thing that I want to say, and I'm saying it in all honesty. Me
Yeah.
personally, I do not know Derrick JAXN. Okay.
Okay.
Therefore, I'm not here to bash Derrick JAXN. You see where I'm going with this? Because
Which is
there's
right.
a lot of
Yes.
people on YouTube that have actually built their, you know, the audience by bashing one gender, while you know, just because they realize that their audience pay attention to that specific type of content. I don't know him personally, but within the
Yeah.
situation at end right now, I know that the situation is messy. Like as a relationship coach,
Okay.
this is one of the things that you do not want to happen to you. You know what I mean? Because Derrick, I've been watching his video, to the point where he's built himself a career where everybody knew who Derrick JAXN is. You know what I mean? It's like everybody already know you. So after you've been working so hard to build something as powerful as this, you should have been, you know, a little bit more careful how you not only position yourself in the business, but also how you going around and then making messes. You know what I mean? That's basically the way
Yeah.
I'm seeing it. What you think?
Yeah. I think I don't know all the details because I don't think they're putting out all the details in the public, which
Hmm.
a lot of people. He's a relationship coach. Yes, I
Yeah, he is.
understand. He's also a human being. He's not going to put everything out there because people are already looking at him as a bad person for being a coach and then not practicing what he's preaching. You
Yeah.
understand? So I don't know the full details, but to me, I don't know what to think. I honestly don't know what to think. That's why I said I invited you on my channel so we can discuss and let me know from your perspective,
I
like what do you think about it? Like, um,
I this is the thing.
okay,
The first thing I have to say is, despite all the people that do not like his actions right now, him
yeah,
dealing with the consequences of his actions, I'm pretty sure that Derrick have actually helped a lot of people. Maybe he didn't do it the exact right way that a lot of people would expect him to do, because
yeah,
I've watched some of his videos where is he explained the things that men usually do. What got him in trouble now is that Derrick is known for bashing men, like is known for
um,
bashing guys. And the thing that he's
yes,
been bashing guys about are the same things that he's doing right now, or the same thing that we've discovered. It's like playing the dirty cop in the streets. You keep putting a bunch of bad people in jail, and then one day you wake up in that jail cell with all the bad people you put. I don't know if you see what I'm saying, because from the times that he's
yeah,
been giving advice, I'm pretty
yeah,
sure that you've affected a lot of relationships, and that's not what a relationship coach is all about. A relationship
facts,
coach
facts.
is more of a mediator. And for the whole story that I've heard is that his wife was of 14 years. He's been with this young lady of 14 years, and he ended up cheating on her with multiple women. And some of those women weren't just people that he was cheating with, they were mistresses. That takes
Mm,
another level, because if you cheat, you cheat. We don't have to see each other anymore. It was a one night stand, whatever the situation. But if we're building
yeah,
connections, that's a
yes,
problem. That's basically why it is so messy. And the main reason it's so messy is because when you are on the top level of everything, everybody gets to see
Yeah.
through you, and that's the problem
I
because
understand.
everybody knows him. Good.
Okay, so why you think so many people is more against him than backing him?
Because of the bashing process. Like I said earlier, people tend to build their they have their own gimmick. Okay, the gimmick they'll use. There's a lot of people on YouTube, especially, who does that. There are people out there. If you go on their YouTube channel or anything that they do, the only thing they're gonna be talking about is about how bad men are when it comes to the dating lives. The same thing, you could go to another person's YouTube channel. They're gonna be talking about how bad women are when it comes to dating. We have what's his name? Kevin Samuel, who had this 35-year-old woman telling her that she'll never find somebody to be with just because she's 35 and she got kids. You know, this whole mentality, when people build their channel or their entire platform on one side of the story, when things are
Yeah.
not working the way it's supposed to, everything's gonna collapse. And that, I feel like, for Derrick himself, like I mentioned, he's been talking bad, giving bad resources, giving bad examples, giving bad advice to women as far as why they're not supposed to stay with a guy because he cheat. But right now, Derrick just cheated, or everybody just found out that Derrick cheated. The same advice that you've been preaching about, come to find out, you
Yeah.
don't even believe in them. You don't even apply them to yourself. That's why the internet is so crazy about him. And the second thing is that I don't think he understands that he cannot fight the internet. He posted videos with his wife, which I definitely don't understand why. He posted videos
Well,
where he was talking. Good.
you know, as a social media influencer myself, and you would
Mhm.
understand this question, or this statement. When your audience is going down and you're seeing less views and less attention, and not much people is paying attention to you and what you're bringing, it's kind of like you think they're getting bored of what you have to offer. They normally come up with an idea or something to get the attention, to make like the public tune in more. Like the big artists do it. You know, they would spread something that they're leaving their partner, or they cheated, or they're having a baby. They will basically start a rumor. You think
Yeah, yeah.
that this is a situation like that, or was there actual proof that he cheated?
He admitted himself. Unless is actually lying, just propaganda or something like that. I don't know if it's just because the guy is already 730,000 subscribers. He's had people watching him. I know that he was also promoting a book. This is my take, and that's why I said my channel is about peace, love, happiness. If
Yeah.
you feel comfortable with promoting a book or doing whatever you wish to do by
Yes.
hurting yourself and your family, that's
Yes.
you're gonna end up, like, getting more than what you looked for. That's basically my own take. If you feel like going live and say a bunch of stuff about yourself and your family just because you wanted to act like you are the top dog, this is what's gonna happen. People is I don't know, but if he doesn't really stay off social media right now, that might affect his career a little bit more than helping it. Because
But
the
did
worst
did
thing,
he did he come out and say it,
yeah,
or did it come out in the public and then he basically came on and confirmed it?
he went on the one of the videos that he made with his wife was him talking about everything that he did behind his wife and all the
Oh,
things that happened with the young lady who actually put him out. The young lady
okay,
explained
okay.
how they were in Miami Beach having fun, where Derrick rented a yacht, where Derrick invited her to his home in Atlanta, and he confirmed all of the stuff. You know what I mean? And all the other two people that actually came out and give explanations. And I don't really want to talk about the things that happen because I feel like that should have been personal business from the get-go. And if, like you
Yeah.
said, is doing that, and if it's doing that just to promote a book or to promote himself to more people, he's gonna realize that's
Yeah.
gonna hurt him more than the money is gonna make. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
if you already have kids with a woman, if you already have, a life with a woman, there are things that you don't want to introduce her as far as people going after her, because the picture of the young lady was all over social media, you know what I mean, talking about
Yeah.
God knows what.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. Speaking of cheating, though, do you think physical appearance can keep a man? What's your take on that?
It's a yes, it's a no. It's a yes, it's a no,
Explain.
because some of the most beautiful women got cheated on despite how beautiful they look. And a lot of people were talking about, oh yeah, I understand why Derrick cheated, because his wife wasn't as stunning as everybody expected. People always want people to live to their
I think she's
expectations.
beautiful.
She's natural to me. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Nobody on earth wake up every day and look stunning every day. You know what I mean? She's natural to me. The people expected something else. They wanted to see
Yeah.
something else. Since they don't see it, they feel like, oh yeah, I understand why he cheated. There's no actual reason why somebody should cheat, and somebody's appearance should never be one
Yeah.
of those reasons. So that's my take on that.
Okay. What about her reaction to it? Like, I think
Her
that
reaction.
the reason why I ask about if you think it is something to get attention, because as you said, he has a book coming out and he probably want to put a big bang out there, and probably after the book comes out, he will come on and say, all right, well, this didn't really happen. I'm not sure. As I said, I don't know the full details. I'm just
Yeah.
going off based on what I have done my research and found out myself.
Hmm.
And her reaction, even in that video with her that they did together, I watched it,
Hmm.
and her reaction kind of seemed cool. Like, it happened, even though she said it happened a while back. It's not
Hmm.
something fresh. She kind of seemed cool, like she's
Devastated.
not not like devastated, kind of like she have accepted it, even though as she said, it was a while back. It probably took her a long time to accept that this was happening. But
Hmm.
what's your take on her reaction to the whole situation? Her husband, a big relationship coach, cheated on her. What's your take on that?
Um, you when it comes to the book, I'm definitely sure that they are still trying to promote it, despite whatever it is, all those things that are going on. They're still trying to promote it. You know what I mean? That's number one, because that's what I've seen crystal clear. But there's the fake view and there's the actual sentimental and emotional distance that's coming without you expecting it to come. What I'm trying to say is the first video they did together, you could
Yeah,
see that she had different motives. She was sitting there,
yeah,
but it was just physically speaking. Like her entire demeanor, her body language was like, yeah, why am I here? You know what I mean? There was a bunch of, it's
yeah,
almost like she was being forced. The second video was more of a defensive thing. She was defending herself from what a lot of people were saying about her. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
at some point, I feel like there's a lot more that we might not know. We might not even know if they are actually still together. We don't know.
True.
We might not
They're
know
probably
if
doing
you know
it.
what I mean.
They're probably doing it
But
for the public to make it seem like they're okay now.
they're
Because
okay now.
if, like, thinking about it, if they would come out and say they split up, then the book probably won't sell. People will probably be like, I'm not gonna buy the book because the book is telling me to do one thing, but you're not
You're
doing
doing
it
something
like
different.
exactly, exactly. So
If you're talking calling the book healing each other, yeah, good.
do you think him coming out and doing, like, publicly confirming that he did that and he's sorry and all what he did or he's doing on the internet now, do you think that that makes him or that puts him in the good? No.
It's gonna take a while for people to understand the steps, because I've had clients whom have helped with their relationship that had cheating involved. Like just 2 weeks ago, I had a young lady who told me that her husband been cheating on her. Her husband had an affair and she doesn't really know what to do. I've helped people heal together. This is a regular process. Cheating is not the real problem. Cheating is the outcome of what people been dealing with inside of a relationship. Some people are not able to convince themselves to cheat. Some are not strong enough to keep those temptations. And that's the thing. Is it
True.
possible for them to heal? Of course, every day. What it's why it seems a little bit impossible right now is because almost all America is in the business. Everybody that I know knows about the chaos or every situations that happen in the relationship. So that's why I said it's best for them to stay off social media right now. I know they're trying to promote their books, whatever it is.
Speaking
If
of,
they want, hmm?
yeah, speaking, sorry to interrupt. Speaking of stay off the social media, that speech you just made. Do you think this is going to end his career or boost it? Like, what do you think about his
Let it
career after this going public?
if it keep popping up, acting like it's nothing, you're gonna keep reminding people that you don't, it's almost like you playing with an illness, knowing that this thing could kill you. It's like if you keep
True,
popping
true.
up, acting like nothing happened, I feel like you're gonna keep reminding people, yo, what are you talking about? You just cheated on your wife. As a relationship coach, we don't want to hear about you. What he needs to do, stay off social media for a while, promote his book however he wants to promote it. Stay off social
Yeah.
media for a while, fix his relationship, and then start climbing the ladder little by little again. Stop showing appearance little by little, and then when you start showing appearance, show people that your relationship is better now. Show people that you're with
So
the
you
wife. Show people that you're with the kids. Hmm.
do you think as a man, like most of
Hmm.
his content or his sessions coaching bashes men? Do you think it's harder on him or the public is attacking him more because he's a man who's doing things he always say or bashes men for doing?
The public is bashing him for two reasons. One, the people he's been giving those advice to are mostly women. You don't want a
Yeah,
woman to lose trust on you. That's the
true.
thing. That's why a lot of women are feeling like right now. They're feeling betrayed. It's like, how would you be telling me not to do this, but you are narcissistic about yourself? Like you cannot be doing things like that and expect me to believe you while you are not doing what you're supposed to do. And then you have the guys who's been calling him, yo, you've been simping for a while. Like you've been going crazy doing a bunch of wild stuff. You've been acting up for a while. So now I'm glad that whatever happened to you happens to you. You see what I'm saying? It's like I'm glad that
Yeah,
the girl that you've been cheating on put you out. So that's basically one of the two things that are affecting him right now, in my
facts,
understanding.
facts. What would be your advice to other relationship coach such as yourself?
Be universal, man. Please be
What would
universal.
what would you mean by saying that? Like,
Universal
talk
mean
about both genders or
both genders. Relationship, you cannot have a relationship without both men and women. I don't care what people say. I don't care
true,
about your
true,
pride.
true.
I don't care about your ego. I don't care about her jealousy. I don't care about her mouth. You cannot have a relationship without both men and women. And if you're gonna come
Fa-
here, talk about saying that you're giving relationship advice, but you're only laying on one side just because that's what you think the audience want. Yes, you could grow, man. You're gonna explode. Everybody gonna know you, but they're gonna know you for the wrong reasons. And once you get to the point where there's basically nothing to say about it anymore, you yourself gonna hurt yourself again. Your popularity
That's
is
true.
gonna go down because
That's
you
true.
started the
Because
wrong path.
yeah, just like the kind of content I put on here, my content is for people to laugh or encourage them, inspire them, stuff like that. Like
Mhm.
people would comment even on my content and say, "All right, you can give others, but don't record it." And I keep telling them, like, me recording it is not for attention. If 100 people see that video, only 100, and they
Mhm.
would go out and help someone because of that content, I would feel way better than if I put that content out and 1 million people see it and I get $100,000 revenue from it, and then only
You could
me,
help more people with it.
I'm the only one going out and helping people with the revenue from that video. Like I can't help the world. It takes a community. It takes a lot of us to help the world.
To change the
So if
world, right?
my video, if my content can inspire someone to go out and do it in Africa, in England, gotten compliments basically from people from India, um, China, from Africa, you know,
Mhm.
saying, keep up the good work. We need more people like you to help and stuff. If my content can inspire them to help someone in Africa, in England, in even where I'm from, Jamaica, like
Mhm.
I would feel better because content like that is what inspired me to go out and start helping as much people as I can. But I can't do it all by myself. That's why I
Absolutely.
always tell people, if you want to donate, you can donate. If you don't have enough to donate, just share the video. I will use the revenue from my video. I have given away way more money, or even just talking to people. I have given away
Mhm.
way more than what both my YouTube channels has given to me. So this is not just for getting
For
attention.
start,
This is
or
not just
yeah,
for
yeah.
making money. You know, this is to help. Um, hey Stephanie. Hey everyone. Hey everyone. You can leave your comment if you want me to ask any questions. The next question though, as a relationship coach yourself, what would
Mhm.
you do if you were in that situation? If
First
you
of
were
all,
in
let me
Derrick
just clear the
JAXN
path.
situation?
Let me just clear the path. Um, I find I find the ability of staying out of trouble a very good thing. So that
Yes.
situation won't be me.
But you know,
But the
you know,
second
you know,
thing is,
temptations are like crazy, and
I
the
know.
public, as a public figure, as a internet um influencer, or social media influencer, you might have a friend, a female friend. You're not with that person. You are not doing anything with that person, but you go out by yourself. You feel like having lunch. You're by yourself. You don't feel like taking it home. You're just sitting there. You see that friend approach you, sit beside you, and start talking to you. Someone in the corner sees it and is like, "Oh, I know that guy. He's the relationship coach." They take a small video or a picture, post it, it goes viral. Your partner, your wife sees it. It's a big problem. You know, no one is
This
perfect.
is
We're all human. But how would you handle that situation? Like it's all over the internet that you're cheating. You're a relationship coach. Like how would you handle that situation?
um the thing, like you said, is there's something about temptations that a lot of people don't understand. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's almost like if somebody's outside, right? They're outside.
Yes.
They're knocking at my door. I'm looking at them through the windows. The only way this person's gonna get in my house, only if I allow him to get in my house. unless they're trying to come by force. I know I'm trying to take a metaphor here. So if the person doesn't have any gun or anything like that, they just want to come in and to do whatever they want. Only way they're gonna come in is by me allowing them to come. It's the same way for temptations. The type of
That's true.
business that
That's
I'm
true.
in, the type of business that I'm in, I live in Miami. That
Yes.
explains one thing. I see all kinds of stuff. And I'm not saying that, oh, yeah, I'm the big dog. I don't see stuff. Yes, you're going to see stuff. Yeah, you're going to like stuff. Like, oh, nice, nice, nice. What you do after that after that temptation is definitely up to you. What you do once you get that message and that person is telling you, you know what, I just want to spend one night with you. I don't want to, that's up to you. So if
Okay, but
somebody were to see me and catch a video and grab a video about me eating dinner, something that's simple. I'm not kissing the
okay.
person. I'm not holding the person. If you choose to do that, I'm gonna let my community eat you alive because there's
Okay,
gonna be
okay.
rumors.
But
There's always gonna be rumors.
the question I really asked is, what if, I know you wouldn't do it, but
Yeah.
just put yourself in his shoes for a second or for a minute.
Mhm.
What would you do if you were in the situation? Not saying you're going to get in the situation. You might have a stronger, how would you put it? You might be able to resist temptations better than he did. But who
Mhm.
knows the situation he was in at the time when he fell for the temptation? What would you do if you were in the situation?
If I wake up and me being in the shoes right now, I would be a little bit less arrogant. Yeah.
I agree. I
I
agree
would
with that.
be, I would be, I would understand how the public is feeling about me. I wouldn't be trying to be defensive because that's all he's been doing. I wouldn't be trying to
Okay.
act like I'm tough. Hey, y'all, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I know I've been giving y'all advice, and trust me, every single word that I've been saying, I believe in them. But the year 2018, things weren't going good in my relationship. I got completely depressed. I wasn't thinking right. I ended up doing some things that I wasn't supposed to do. Therefore, I know that it's going to be difficult for all of you, some of y'all to understand exactly what happened, despite the fact that I've already dealt with the situation with my family. But I think it's time for me to keep working on myself and trying to get my family together within the time being. Well, I hope that y'all understand what actually happened is completely human. Because a lot of people seems to think that relationship coach are perfect.
Okay.
A lot of people are
I
not
understand.
like that. So if I ever wake up in these shoes, I would be
Yes.
falling down on the public's mercy instead of trying to act like I'm still Derrick JAXN. I did this, I did that, but I'm trying to heal because that's what I keep hearing. Every time he comes online or doing some publicity for his book, it's like, yeah, I'm Derrick JAXN. Yes, I did this, I did that. I told you that I did this, but we're healing right now. Nobody cares about that. Everybody cares about the wrong things that you did that you weren't supposed to do because you've been preaching on those things. So if I ever
Facts.
wake up tomorrow in these shoes, and like I've said, like I've been
Yeah.
saying throughout this entire video, I would find myself away from social media, man. Because if there's one thing you don't want to crush in your life, is your peace, man. Because right now it's not peaceful. Because everybody gonna point fingers at him.
But do you think falling for temptation make you a bad person, like how the public would be painting a picture of Derrick JAXN right now? Like, as I said, we're all humans. Do you think falling for temptations and getting yourself in a situation like that, does that make him a horrible person, like what the
No,
public is saying, basically?
no, it's not. It's not a bad person because the flesh is weak. What would make him a bad person is after what he did, if he continued to do it again. That would be
Which
a
is
different
right,
thing.
which is right. Because I know pastors and
Oh yeah.
deacons and preachers
Oh yeah.
who
Oh yeah.
they say don't fornicate, and they're the one who's fornicating. I personally know pastors and people from in the church And I'm not bashing people who attend church. I'm not bashing the church, the religion, or anything. I'm just using it as an example. Like, I know people, even regular people, me and you, we say we're not going to do this, and we still end up doing it because of temptation. You know,
But
yeah. What
it's
were you
easy
saying?
to be tempted when you don't have a lot to lose. I want you to let that sink in.
True, true,
If
true,
it's easy
true.
for me, I
Well,
always put everything in balance. Like I love my son. Coming home, finding my son, watching him grow is important to me. I love coming in the
true.
house and knowing that I'm not just gonna be, and I've lived by myself for a long time before I even decided to get married. So I know what it means to have fun, and when the fun is at a point where where it's fading, it's not the same thing anymore.
Yeah,
Because when the holidays come, you're gonna eat by yourself. You're probably gonna look for some food store to buy some food that somebody cooked out of love. They didn't even cook it with love. You know what I mean? You come home eating some food while all your friends have families and everything. They're sitting there having fun with their families, and you're just sitting there like a zombie. That's one thing.
facts, facts,
You know what I
facts.
mean? So that part only is already for me too much for me to lose it. I don't want to lose that part. This is one. The second part, building an empire where I could build other things to give me generational wealth is another
Yeah,
thing that I don't want to lose. Like,
true.
you know what I mean? So there are
Well,
so many things that you have to put in balance when it comes to temptations. But
all right. Next question. So I've been cheated on before,
okay,
and
I'm sorry about that.
I was like really curious. Not no, but I've been cheated on when I just left my teens, and the person, I was like really curious. Like, why would you do that? And I am putting out so much effort. I am trying to make you smile all the time. And the female told me that I treated her too nice. I didn't understand at the moment. Um, until I saw an interview with another female, and she said the guy treated her too nice. That's why she went out. Do you think men are like that? Because me personally, the better you treat me is the longer that relationship will last. But what's your take on that? Do
If
you
I'm
think
taking
that
this
could
clear,
be a reason why? Sorry, do you think that's a reason that could be a reason why he went out? Like how he's getting treated,
because
or
somebody
he's
was
probably getting
nice.
treated good because his wife is being too nice
I
or
don't,
treating
to
him
be
too
honest
nice.
with you, I don't know because we're only seeing a glimpse of what's going on in the relationship. I don't know if the wife was nice or not. I don't really know if he was nice himself or not. But if we're gonna put it in a general term, um,
Yeah,
you have to understand people. Okay, what I'm trying to say is you have to be very selective of whom you choose to
yeah,
be nice to. There are girls that
I get it.
I've met in my lifetime that I know will never see my nice self. You'll never know that I'm a nice person. You could even call me a
Facts,
pig
facts.
because I look at the basket and I was like, okay, yeah, this is not it. We're gonna have fun. I understand that you have some mental situation going on. If you want to come before me as a client, I could help you. I could help you understand that you are supposed to be treated good because some people weren't raised to the point where they will understand that a guy is supposed to treat them good. So from the point they have somebody treating them good, they want to go back to that toxic motion. That's what they used to. Maybe they grew up with it. So being nice doesn't mean that you're gonna get cheated on. Being nice means that the person that you dated or you were in a relationship with was just a piece of crap. That's what it is. That doesn't that will
That's true.
never, that will never put you in the position of, oh yeah, I think nice guys don't are not lucky. There's a lot of nice guys that have found some fine sisters who understand who they are and they have a good relationship. But then again, The women that are always treating nice men, or the men that are always treating nice women bad, they're gonna be in the corners. Oh man, there's no love in them streets. Yes, it's because you've been looking in the streets. That's where you belong. Until you decide to stand before somebody and give you a full examination and tell you that, yo, you have some mental problems, you have some childhood trauma that's been bugging you to the point where you don't understand what good is good and what's bad is bad. So being nice, don't ever feel bad for being nice to a woman. Feel bad over the fact that she was dumb enough to not understand that you were a good guy.
Facts, facts, facts. After,
And mhm,
like, she found out that he cheated. Why you think
yeah,
she's still with him?
I believe in marriage. I'm writing a script right now where I talk about the five things that you should be looking into somebody if you plan on marrying them. The same way I believe in God, I believe in marriage. Sometimes things are very difficult, and
Yes.
cheating is not part of ups and down. I'm just gonna clear the path because a lot of people were like, "Oh yeah, this is a marriage, and ups and down, y'all gotta stick with each other." It's not part of the ups and down because you have to make a decision. You had to convince yourself. You don't accidentally get in somebody's punani and then say, "Oh yeah, that was an accident." You made that decision by yourself. So
Facts.
so therefore, if they are not faking it, I'm gonna say maybe it's because they believe in each other and they think that they could grow from that. Because if they process what we have as vulnerability, if they decide to be vulnerable to each other to the fullest, they're gonna overcome that and they're probably gonna be the most powerful couple ever. But they have to be vulnerable to each other to understand that in order for them to heal, because he has some personal healing he needs to do, allow the wife to heal herself and help the relationship heal together. So if he's able to do that, yeah, definitely. I think they believe in
Okay.
marriage. I think they believe in marriage. And when you have kids in the mix too, there's a lot of things that you have to think about. You know what I mean? So I believe that if they are not faking it, they want the marriage to work. That's basically the best thing I could say.
I understand. I agree with that. We hey, my day is going good. How are you? All right. So to wrap this up, like, what's your final take on the whole situation? Like, yeah, what is your advice to other people going through situations like that? They're not coming public, so no one really knows about it. So if they're watching this stream or they'll watch this video after it's uploaded, what's your advice to people who's in situations like Derrick JAXN and his wife?
First thing first, if love is no longer part of the relationship, because sometimes people do cheat despite the fact that they love each other. The person could love you, but since I don't know, sexual appetite, sexual drive, whatever the situation is, resentment, a lot of things that people hold on to, grudges, reasons that keep people from moving forward in a relationship. If they are able to move past that, I am definitely gonna tell them to heal together. Just like it says in the book, I'm not trying to promote his book, but you have to heal together. Like heal together, trying to find the best ways to fix that relationship. Only if love is still part of it. And both people have to understand the amount of work that needs to be done. But if love is not part of it, let the woman go, man, or let the lady go. If you already know you don't love the woman, there's nothing in you that's for the relationship anymore, let it
Yeah.
go.
Do you think that after the wife found out about this, or no? Do you think that now the marriage is basically going to be toxic? Like the trust and all of it's going to not go well after she found out that not just one but multiple times he has went out and broke the vows and all of that. Like, what do you think about the marriage going forward from her finding out this?
Moving forward, the biggest problem right now is not about her finding out. The biggest problem, from the videos that I've watched, she's known about him cheating. Maybe she didn't know how crazy the cheating was. But the problem with it right now is that everybody's in their business. That brings more toxicity to the panel. That's what it is. If me and you, if okay, for example, if I was dating somebody and only both of us knew about the cheating,
Yeah.
it's easier for us to work through it because we could go to counseling, we could stop judging ourselves. But now they have a bunch of people judging them and reminding them of what happened inside of their house, their home, their relationship. So right now, this is a complete reminder. It's like an alarm set. Every time she goes online, somebody gonna be talking about Derrick cheating.
Yeah.
That's what makes it worse. And her being the
Yeah.
victim within that position, it might be even more difficult for her to comprehend or to even allow anything to go through within the process because she's the one who had to deal with that, who's still dealing with that process, and now everybody else is involved. Us talking about it right now, if she finds these videos, ah, man, again, man, not again. I was just having a good Sunday, and then Leo J decided to post this with Peace of Happiness 101. So you know what I mean? It's like
Yes.
it's a constant reminder. It's a constant process. So, and that's why I kept saying, stay off social media, people. Work on your marriage by yourself. You know what I mean? People already know, stay off social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Just stay off social media. Take care of yourselves. Go to the Caribbean, Jamaica, go to Jamaica or Haiti or whatever. Stay there. Have a good 2 weeks. Y'all got the money for it, I hope. Enjoy yourself a little bit. Get a little personal retreat. Get your mind together because if you keep getting punched by the same people every day, reminding you of what happened in your marriage, it's going to be even more difficult. And like you said, she might find herself being more toxic. She might act like, okay, you know what, everything is fine. And then she started with the cheating herself. It's like, I'm going to act like everything's fine, but I have to hurt him the way he hurt me. We don't want to be doing all that yin yang. You know what I mean? So,
Okay.
Yeah, that's my take on that.
Female, not just females, but because we're not only talking about what the wife is going through, but we're talking in general, like if it was reversed. So, why do you think people stay in a marriage or a relationship knowing that their partner is cheating? Because it's like they're cheating and you're still in it. What's your take on why you think they stay in it, and what advice would you give them?
It depends on the people. Sometimes some people want to stay in a relationship because they don't see themselves being with nobody else but that person. Sometimes also it's mental situations. If a lot of girls out there, unfortunately, have daddy issues, so they're literally giving an invisible pass to a bunch of people out there, despite the fact that they cheated on them, they still stay because the loneliness plays a part in it. Desperate plays a part in it, and it goes, and it's not just for women. Unfortunately, men have a way to hide it. A lot of men act like they don't have daddy issues. They do. You know what I mean? They want to be with somebody. They always are trying to act tough, but it's the same thing. There are multiple reasons why people might want to stay in a relationship despite knowing the person's been cheating. Money, materialistic reasons. A lot of people might not tell you, you know what, this is your pass to cheat 3 times a month. But they know, since the guy is the one bringing the bacon, like buying the house, buying the nice car, the nice bags, giving her money. It's like, I don't really care if he cheats every now and then, but I'm just not gonna tell him that I'm okay with that. Yes, she's gonna process it by the time she finds out that the person did it. but there are multiple reasons why a woman might not, leave a relationship, or a guy might not leave a relationship after finding out that the person he or she been with cheated on them. You know what I mean? There are so many reasons, they're not only about
Okay.
love.
What advice would you give a person if a person approach you now to counsel them? What advice would you give that man or that woman if they tell you that they found out that their partner is cheating and is currently doing it, not cheated, but currently doing it at the moment, but they don't know what to do, so they're coming to you for advice?
First thing first, you're gonna need to have a conversation with the person. Let them know that you know. That's the first thing. We're not gonna talk about a
Okay.
problem that's invisible in the room. And do not take the person think that the person's stupid, because sometimes people think that people they are not sloppy with this stuff. A lot of people are just like, I know that you've been cheating. I just never brought it up, or I needed more proof. So the first thing you need to do, tell the person about it. Yo, I know that you've been cheating, this, that, this, that. All right. The second thing, the love has to be leveled. And I'm gonna say this again. If a relationship is not built on love, respect, and honesty, it's gonna collapse. This is me giving you the real truth. So
Okay.
if you are in that relationship for any other reasons but love, you need to leave. Yeah.
Facts, facts.
If the
So
and it has to be a mutual thing, not just a you thing. Good.
facts, facts. All right. So to wrap up this, I would call it a mini interview, but it is over an hour.
Yes,
It's
sir.
a great conversation and stuff. But to wrap this up, if Derrick JAXN was to find this stream and watch this, what would you say to him right now if he was to watch this and see this interview
Go
basically? What would you say to him?
one, stay off social media. Two, get a marriage counselor. Because just because you're a relationship coach yourself doesn't mean that you cannot be sitting before a marriage counselor helping you with your own relationship, because you're not gonna
Well, a
see how
doctor goes to
bad.
the doctor too, so facts right
Yeah,
there.
because just because you're a doctor just doesn't mean that you can be prescribed medicines for your own illness. So right now, and that's what I'm saying, stop being arrogant, stop acting all tough. You are in trouble. You are in trouble. Everybody sees it. We're not here to bash you. That's not what we're doing. What we need you to do is stay off social media for a while. Within that time, find you a good marriage counselor. If you want that marriage to stay, if you still want that marriage, find you a good marriage counselor. If you do not want that marriage, let the young lady go. Please, just let the young lady go. If you don't feel like,
Facts right
if
there.
you
Facts
feel,
right there.
yeah, if you feel like it's gonna be another misery, you're gonna be doing more cheating. There are more reasons that the eyes can't see that made you cheat on the person that you married. Just leave the relationship, bro. Like, don't even cause it more trouble just to promote yourself or to act like you overcome the whole situation. If you want the relationship, get marriage counseling, retreat, stay out of social media for a while, find yourself within yourself to fix yourself while you helping your wife fixing yourself, while together you could fix the relationship. If you don't want any of that, leave the relationship, start over, whatever it is, whatever you have to do. Understand that whatever it is, it's best for you to stay in a relationship on as long as you love the person, but it's best for you to get out of the relationship and understand that you're gonna also lose your career without the relationship, and deal with it with another path. That's the best advice I could actually give them right now.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So yes, guys, that is it for this interview. Peace, love, happiness 101. I appreciate you for joining. Um,
Thank you.
this was a very informative and a very awesome conversation. I have learned from it, and I hope my viewers would or will watch it. Even recommend it to others so they can see it and take some advice from you as
Absolutely.
well. But yeah, thank you for coming on again.
Thank you.
Guys, y'all can check his channel out. I will pin it in the. I'll put the link
The
in the
link.
description so y'all can check it out, or y'all can just look it up on YouTube. Peace, Love, Happiness 101. Check him
Yes,
out.
sir.
Awesome content and all of that. So yes, that will be it for this interview. Um,
I hope we get
yeah,
more interview done too, man, because we got to talk about those things, man. It's important that we talk about what people needs to know, man.
yeah, and my channel is about making people feel good. Either you laugh or you're inspired, and this is content that I appreciate, and that is the reason why, as I said in the beginning of the stream, that is the reason why I agreed to doing this, and I got you on here. So yes, as I said again, guys, go check his channel out. Awesome contents, and yeah. Until next time, we can wrap this up. You all have anything else to say before we end it?
Leo, thank you so very much, man. You are one of the guys that never been, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. You've been a cool dude. You know what I mean? You have a lot of positive things surrounding you. I hope that you keep doing what you do. And for the people who just found out about me, I am a relationship coach. I give you the best advice possible. I keep it universal. And don't worry, it's not going to be judgmental, me trying to push things on you. The best way to find me on YouTube is Peace, Love, Happiness 101. Check out some of our videos. Anything that you feel like you don't like, it's okay. I'll take the push. Any videos that you like to, definitely let me know about it. And Leo J, thanks again, man.
All right, awesome, awesome. All right, guys. So that will be it for this interview, as I said. So I hope y'all have a wonderful day. More content coming. And yes, thank you for being a part of the LeoJ Official family. I have merch coming soon, so look out for that. You guys can join. You guys can be a member of the channel. You can check it out to see the perks and the features you will get for that. So yes, if you're not yet a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. I appreciate each and every subscriber. Help build this community where we can encourage each other. I love to see the comments where someone is saying they're going through certain things, and then you have someone who will comment under that, something to inspire them or to cheer them up. I love to see that. I really, really, I love to see that. I do it
Of
myself,
course.
but it feels really amazing to see someone jump on that person's comment and try to make them smile or make them feel good. So I love this community I'm building. Thanks for being a part of it. To each and every subscriber or people who just watch it, even if you're not subscribed, because I know not everyone has a Gmail account or a YouTube account and subscribe. So as long as you messed with my content, I appreciate the support. So yes, until next time, I'm Leo J, and this is Peace,
Peace, love,
Love,
happiness 101,
Happiness
y'all.
101. As I said, until next time, we're out.